Hello and welcome to a video by Mountrough Languages. Today we'll talk about the German expression Pech gehabt. Pech haben means as much as to be unlucky, and when you say Pech gehabt, you want to say something like tough luck. It has very similar equivalents in other Germanic languages such as Dutch and Luxembourgish. But what does Pech actually mean? If you look it up, you can find the translation pitch. Pitch is a black raw material which is gained from petroleum, coal, and some types of wood and plants. What does this have to do with bad luck? Some of you probably guessed it. It goes back to the Middle Ages and to the defense of castles and fortresses. At that time, there were slits called Pechnasen, meaning pitch noses, on most castles. If you look at them, so you look at some castles today, you can see that they stick out from the outer walls and that they have holes in their bases. So when enemies attacked castles, they risked to be maimed by boiling water, oil, or pitch that was poured through these holes over them. If you had to take one of those boiling showers, you were really, really unlucky and you had pech. This is the more common explanation, but there's also another one that is, let's say, less brutal. This one has its origin in the brewery. During the Middle Ages, beer was stored in barrels. These barrels were sealed from the inside with tasteless pitch, so that the liquid gold, the beer, wouldn't come in direct contact with the wood to avoid it to change taste. And if some of this sealing pitch would come off and land in someone's beer, they would have been unlucky. Clearly not as unlucky as the people who attacked the castles and had to take a hot shower, but beer lovers will surely agree that they were still unlucky. You also have similar expression using the word Pech, like the word Pechvogel, which literally means pitch bird. From this word, there actually is a third explanation for the use of Pech or Pech haben. This too goes back to the Middle Ages, more specifically to medieval bird hunting. The hunters would smear the tree branches with pitch so that the birds would stick to them. That way the hunters could easily catch them. The poor bird's feathers were full of pitch, and in its misfortune it would be killed, and so the bird really was a Pechvogel. As you can see, there are different theories that try to explain the origin of this expression. There are probably even more. I used to think that it came from the fairy tale Frau Holle, where the good girl was rewarded by being covered with gold. The bad and lazy girl, on the other hand, that wanted the same reward, was punished. And as you guessed it, she was covered with pitch by Mrs. Holle, Frau Holle.
Tritt unter das Tor, damit du deinen Lohn empfängst für deine Faulheit und dein Ungehorsam.
Do you have any ideas or other theories about the origin of this expression? Or which one did you prefer? Let me know. I, of course, don't wish you Pech, but Glück. Also viel Glück beim Deutschlernen. Das war's von mir und Mountrough Languages. Adi.